Hi, my name is Emma, and this is my YFU story. I actually discovered YFU totally on my own. I decided I really wanted to study abroad, and I looked into a lot of different organizations, but within seconds of being on YFU's website, I was completely sold. What really sold me about YFU was how personal it seemed they were. They really enforced that every single student had a different story, and they also promised me they would help me every step of the way. And they really held up on that promise through area reps, through different support systems in both YFU USA and YFU Sweden. I really was able to enjoy my exchange experience to the fullest. I knew I was going to miss my family a lot, and I knew they were going to miss me a lot as well, but I didn't want that to hold me back, and I don't think they did either, because there's this mutual understanding, like, I'm going to be gone for 5 months, and it's going to be very different than anything I'd ever done. But we also both understood that what was the most important in this situation was that I accomplished something that's been a goal of mine for my entire life. And because of that, and because of the support of my family, I was able to see one of my biggest dreams come true. I actually had 2 different host families when I was in Sweden, and I loved them so much. They were both amazing in their own ways. And I lived in 2 different cities that were very close to each other. One was called Tomelilla, and the other was called Skuru. Within a week of being at my new school, I was totally accepted as another student. I mean, all the teachers were there completely to help me, but they also gave me a push so I could work harder to learn the language. They said that if I wanted to stay after class, they would help me translate into English what we were learning about, but I was thrown right into the Swedish high school system. I was learning calculus in Swedish, I was learning chemistry in Swedish, and it was difficult for me at first, but I had a very good support system around me, and before long, I became fluent. Of course, YFU has changed my life in a lot of obvious ways. I mean, I speak the language now, I'm fluent in Swedish, so that's really cool. I also learned a lot about Sweden's culture, but more than anything, I discovered a lot about myself, and I didn't expect to. I really learned a lot about how well I can succeed on my own, like what type of environments I prefer to live in, what kind of people I like to be around. YFU is something that is invaluable to me. I mean, my experience was priceless, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I really couldn't ask for a better experience, and it wasn't perfect, but it was the best I could have asked for, and it was perfect because it was mine. I'm like a walking cliche. The food was probably better. Don't tell my mom.